Welcome to Kingdom Business Talk. I'm Ricky Trinidad, your host, and this is Gary Johnson again with us.
Hi.
Gary is our project manager here at Metro Vitalization. Today we're recording from Metro Vitalization, our office in downtown Newcastle, and we want to welcome you because we have a special episode today.
Exciting news.
What are we doing today?
So we are going to kind of unveil the first real plan design for our upscale RV resort in Union Township.
So we are bringing an RV resort. This is a deluxe RV resort to Union Township, and we actually had this project approved last year. Remember that?
2023. Yes,
it was an exciting thing. This is actually part of a larger development that we're doing called Royalty Place.
Yes.
And last year we were figuring out where we were going to put the campground. We had 3 different sites. We had public meetings. It got very interesting. A lot of the people didn't want it in certain locations. And finally, we arrived at a conclusion. We got the RV resort approved last year.
Yes.
So that was a success. We subsequently closed on the property in September. And since then, we've been redesigning it.
We have.
And this iteration is different. It's improved. It's enhanced. This is a very special development, especially as we go deeper into it now and as we analyze it further for Union Township and for Newcastle, because it's going to bring in tourism, and that has some benefits for the area, right?
It absolutely does. And right now, if you're just listening to the radio, I mean, I'm listening to XM, I'm listening to, different networks, and they're all saying, hey, the biggest craze right now are RV resorts, because everybody wants to get in their Class A, their Class C, their travel trailer, and they want to kind of get away without spending as much money. With the economy in the situation it is right now, this is an inexpensive way to go take the whole family and enjoy yourself. And the crazy thing about this, and I say crazy because, Ricky, when you think about, and I'm going to say campground, even though this really isn't a campground, it is an RV resort, that we're going to bring in more of the resort type activities here. It's not just going to be a KOA where you pull your trailer in, you plug in, you hook your water, you plug in, and you sit there around a barbecue pit and you cook hot dogs and hamburgers. We're offering more.
By far, this is not that. So let's jump right in.
Yes.
And we're actually going to put up some images as we go so that you can kind of get a picture of what we're doing here. This is really exciting. Let's take this piece by piece. So now, as you enter the campground, you have a much larger facility here. This is going to be this entire building. Well, on this side, we're going to have the guest registration. So people that arrive with their RVs, they have these special parking areas here. We have a huge parking area here. They can stop in, they can check in. But this building is very special as well.
It is.
And we formerly had a much smaller building than that. And that's so that we can basically add goods, services, dining, sandwiches, pizza, activity room. This is going to be very special. I'm going to show you some examples of what this could look like. Now, this isn't the final product yet. Now we're going to start working on the elevations, the renderings, and you'll see that as well. But this is a very, very exciting area because you have 27,625 square feet in this building alone.
Large building.
And this one's about 10,000 square feet. That's going to give a lot of room for indoor activities for the kids, for goods, services, and things like that for our guests. So that's a very special thing. It's very different from before, and I like that we left all of this kind of open. You're not in the campground yet. When you come in through this main road, this is a 2-way, 30-foot road. And when you come in through here, you're still not camping. You're registering. You may stop and get some groceries, some food to put on the barbecue, some steaks, some sandwiches. So you have a lot that you can do here.
It's going to be a celebration. So basically, I know as a kid when I was little, when we go away, when you got there, you were so excited because it's like, all right, now vacation starts. So this is kind of like, this is where the vacation starts.
Exactly. Things to do. While the parents are registering, the kids have things to do here. So this is going to be a very interesting kind of part of the experience.
Absolutely.
Now, as they continue further this way, there's going to be a gate here for security purposes. Once you register with the fob, this gate will open. By the way, the entire campground is going to have 24-hour surveillance, security. It's going to be very, very safe as soon as you come into the property. Now, as you come in here, these on the back are pull-through sites. This entire the entire rear portion of the property, these are pull-through sites. Those are special sites. First of all, they're extra large. So normally you go to a campground and you don't have as much space in between RV sites, campsites. Secondly, when you come in with your travel trailer or your Class A or whatever you're pulling, even your van, you can come in through here and come out through here. So you don't have to back in. These are pull-through sites. So all of these in the back are really special sites. Across, we have the lazy river and the playground.
Okay,
This is
so
a
let's,
huge area.
you gotta pause on Lazy River. How many campgrounds have you ever been to? This is not your mom and dad's campground.
Right.
This is where your kids are gonna have a lot of fun, and that's why I like the fact that we've added the food up there, because this, okay, you're hanging out at the Lazy River all day, kids are going to food. If you come in the very first day and dad's like, spent an hour and a half setting up the camper, you don't wanna have to set up the grill, fire up, cook the hamburgers, hot dogs, you come over to the concession area, you can get some food, go back and you're hanging out the Lazy River.
That's exactly right.
That's
It makes it a regional and even national destination point, because people just come to this campground for the lazy river. It's a heated lazy river. It's very large. It's going to have music. It's going to have an open environment so the kids can play in the playground, and then when they're sweating, they can go jump in the pool in the lazy river. So it's really nice. And these are bathrooms that we'll have over here, and kind of like there's going to be a deck area, outdoor play area, and live music, things like that during the day. So this is going to be a very special environment.
Absolutely.
Now, as you work your way in this direction and you turn, here you have laundry facilities and bathrooms as well.
Right.
And this that goes through it is going to be a very special walk path. Walk, run, jog, hike. It's going to be lush. It's going to go through the entire property. And it's going to be lit up at night. It's going to be, we're calling it a garden walk path. Very special, very different, very private. Just a fun place to, take a nice run, take a walk in the morning,
Enjoy
and
the sunset.
experience nature and enjoy
Yes,
the sunset.
absolutely.
So that's another attractive feature.
Yes.
As you turn this way now, we changed our former tent site. So we have 30 of these. These aren't your average tents.
Right.
These are going to be glamping yurts and glamping tents.
Yes.
So you walk in these tents with your spouse or your family. First of all, they're extra large. Secondly, there are going to be features in there that you don't expect. Jacuzzi, beautiful kitchen, hardwood floor. So this isn't your regular tent. It's going to be an experience. Have you ever stayed at something like this before?
Like this?
Yeah, a glamping tent site, but you've done a lot of cabins, right?
We've done cabins, we absolutely have, but nothing like this.
So this
You really have to go to a destination, which, like you said, this is now a destination.
Right.
Where my wife and I go, and I'm not going to advertise where we go because it's where we go. It's a destination because they have everything to do. So it's kind of like one stop. You come in, you don't have to go anywhere. And because of where this is located, you have all the commercial district around the outside, but you're still secluded in this wooded paradise, this little oasis, if you will.
That's what it is. It's an oasis. It's a lush environment because right next door you actually have Lowe's. Right down the street you have a Super Walmart. You have Ruby Tuesdays restaurants. You have restaurants up and down State Street just very close by. You have a
Yes.
gas station as you come into the site. So this is very, very convenient. You'll notice that the tent sites, the luxury tent sites, have extra parking. We put in extra parking. We just wanted to make it really easy, make the traffic flow just smoothly
Right.
throughout the entire campground. So you can park here and walk, you can park here and walk. It's just more than enough parking than what people are going to need. And if you're staying here and you have a guest coming in, they'll have a place to park.
Right.
So these glamping tents, I want to get into this a little bit further. So I talked about what it is. It's a luxury environment inside, but you're still in a tent or in a yurt. Which is really interesting because it's a round, tent. Here's an example right here. But also, the way we've set this up here, we've tucked it in. Keep in mind, these are wetlands over here, so this is all going to be open. It's backing to the wetlands. It's in a very lush environment, but you have this path that goes through it, and again, that path is going to be lit up at night. So let's
Yes.
say you arrived and you booked one of these tents, and you arrive with your significant other or your family, you park here. Now you walk up to the trail and you're in a different environment. It's lush. There are trees.
Serene.
It feels great. And then you walk into your yurt, and outside of the yurt, you have a little campfire area and, just a little sit-down area. Each one is going to have a deck, as you can see. So
Right.
these are beautiful. And these are examples, but they'll be very similar to that. Now, continuing forward, what happens when you turn this corner here?
Well, this is kind of where I would be because my wife and I kind of care for, we like the lodges. So you're going to come down here and we're going to have lodge camping. So this is for the people that have not decided whether they like camping or not. So
Right.
maybe this is their first, they're dipping their toe in the water, so to speak, and they want to try the yurt, the tent, or they want to do a cabin because they don't have a Class A, Class C, or a travel trailer that they tow behind. So you can get the experience that everyone else here is getting without having that investment. Now you're just going to be renting a cabin.
So a cabin in the woods.
Cabin in
But
the
these
woods.
aren't just normal cabins that you would get at a KOA. That's pretty much they're okay. The KOA
They are.
ones
They're okay.
but they're a little bit rougher. These are beautiful. Here's an
Yes.
example here. First of all, you'll have more space. Each one has its own private backyard. At each site, you can park 2 cars and you have parking across the street.
Right.
And what I like about the location of these cabins is that you can walk to this outdoor area. So we're going to have a pond, a picnic pavilion, several gazebos, and a path that goes around
Right.
the back here. So if you're staying at a cabin, there's plenty to do right around here. And of course, you have some back-end sites. So these are additional back-end RV sites. But these cabins are just, they're different, they're unique, they're brand new, they're beautiful. And they're also going to be affordable. So one
Yes.
of these, you can stay at a hotel down the street at the Holiday Inn. Their rates are about 120, 130. I've seen them go up,
170,
160
180, yeah.
a night. So here you'll pay less. You might pay 120 a night, but you're in this beautiful, beautiful environment. What a
Right.
great place to take your kids.
Absolutely. And again, you touched on it. There's going to be a gate here. There's going to be a gate down here. There's going to be 24-hour security. So as you and the kids are out walking around, you're safe. There's a fence going to be all the way around the property. So you're in an open environment, but it's secure.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful place to
Yeah.
take your family to enjoy the outdoors while having a deluxe environment indoor and being relaxed. Spend a weekend, spend 4 or 5 days and just enjoy the time here.
Absolutely.
Now, so those are the cabins. We talked about the yurts. We talked about the cabins. We talked about the pull-through
Pull-throughs.
sites and the back-end sites, which is around here. The lazy river, the bathhouse, and the playground here. Now, when you come down this way, you'll notice that this is an open space here.
Yes.
The reason it's open is because we don't know what it's going to be. At this point, we're going to consult with some experts and find out what are the things that people like the most that they while they're camping that they enjoy. Everybody has thoughts about that.
Right.
What do you think?
Well, the big thing right now is pickleball.
Pickleball is one.
And
You
you
can
could
definitely.
have,
This is huge.
You
by
could
the way.
have
It's a large
multiple in
area.
there. Absolutely. Of course, we fenced around it, so nobody's running off and getting into traffic. Bocce courts, volleyball. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do.
Right. You can have miniature golf. That's
You have
pretty-
miniature golf.
A lot of people just go camping because if they have a miniature golf there, they enjoy that too.
Absolutely.
And you have bathrooms all around. So bathroom
Yes.
here, bathroom here, bathroom here, parking everywhere.
Bathrooms in the main building.
Bathrooms in the main building and activities over here as well. A path going through the whole thing.
Right.
Picnic area, a pond. Is it going to be a fishing pond that we stock? Maybe. We don't know. We'll see what
Yeah.
the DEP says about that.
Right,
How
exactly.
they allow us to do that.
Yeah.
If not, it'll just be a natural pond.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So there's going to be activities all around here. Originally, we were approved for 150 sites. So we reduced it just so that we can have
More
more
open.
space,
Yes.
more open, more roads, easy to
Yeah.
drive around this
More
area.
attractive.
So we only have 92 RV sites now. So that's basically we brought the number down. But cabins we have 14 instead of 12. So
Right.
before we had 12, and now we have 14. And we have 30 tent sites, which before I think we had more than that. So basically, we reduced the number, we reduced the density, but we believe we made it more beautiful,
Right. More attractive.
safer, easier to travel, and just kind of more private as well.
Absolutely.
So now let's talk about the economic impact. You have all of these people coming here from, let's say they come from Pittsburgh, or let's say they come from Buffalo, New York, or they come from anywhere. This is more than regional, really. This is the entire
Absolutely.
east, northeast that we're going to attract to this because there's nothing else like this.
Right.
We have no competition for a new RV resort in the
No.
area. The camping industry is booming right now.
Huge.
It's growing, and the campers of today are different than they used to be when I was growing
Oh,
up.
my gosh.
Campers today want high-speed internet, and we're going to have the fastest internet wirelessly that you can have throughout the entire campground.
Yes.
And the reason why is because we're going to have our own private network throughout the entire site. So this is fiber optic speeds. If you're a YouTuber or if you're a nomad, that's what they have nowadays.
Right,
People are
right.
going to campgrounds and filming themselves.
Working
and,
out of their camper.
Working out of the campers. I met somebody that works for Facebook, and he works from the campground. That's
Yeah.
what he does. But he actually works for the company, for Facebook. And so many people take their jobs on the road. So now, even while you're camping and enjoying with your family, you know what? Sometimes in the morning you have to do some work, and you'll have that high-speed internet. And forget about businesses, just for social purposes.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
You need to connect your Facebook. You need to be able to live stream. You
Got
want
to
to
upload all your
with
videos for everything you did that day.
That's our social
Yes.
life right now. We connect
It
with our
is.
families that are all over the country, in a different country.
Yes.
So you're going to be able to do that wirelessly. Another service that we're going to have here is we're going to start something new. We're calling it a white glove service, where we are networking with the businesses in the area. Let's say you have a restaurant. Well, we're going to make it so that our guests at the campground know about your restaurant.
Right.
They know the food, and we're
Yes.
going to make it so that you can cater to them. Actually,
Yes.
not just deliver the food, but cater a birthday party. So that's
Yeah,
one of the
events,
things.
special events.
Let's say you own a barber shop or a beauty salon, and people that come. Some of these people have 4 or 5 kids, and it's a big deal when mom takes the kids out to get their hair cut.
Yeah.
Well, how about when you're camping right outside? You have a local, barber shop or beauty salon come in and cut the hair, because we made these networks through our white glove services that we're going to provide. The women can have their nails done. You can get a back massage. So those are things
Right.
that we're envisioning to bring in here, not just to increase the services for our guests and to make it different and special than anywhere else. Because remember, you're still out in nature. You're camping. You're having your campfires outside. You're
Right.
grilling outside. But you can also have these services during your
It's
vacation.
a resort experience.
It's a resort
'Cause
experience.
when you go to a resort, basically they try to give you everything so you don't have to leave. It's that one stop. You just come in, you get in, you unpack, you're unpacked. You don't have to go anywhere.
That's
unless you
exactly right.
want to go somewhere.
That's exactly right. So that's another service we're going to provide is our white glove services. That's going to boost the local economy. Now you have this number of families coming in and out consistently, day after day. Some people will stay for a week, some people stay for 2 weeks, some for a
Right.
weekend. But then you have the in and out, which is actually good. On their way in, they're going to stop for gas.
Right. Sheets.
Yep, they'll stop at Sheets or down the street. They'll also stop for a sandwich somewhere else or get something to eat on the way over here.
Right.
You're basically feeding the businesses in the area.
Absolutely.
You know what? These people are going to want to come in and see what is the Warner Brothers building.
Right.
Let's visit downtown Newcastle. And
Yes.
as Newcastle evolves and changes, we have a beautiful creek. There's actually a brand new walk path that goes right along
along
that
it.
creek. That's going to be beautified.
Yes.
And there's going to be a lot of reasons for people that are camping here to want to come see the city. There are new restaurants that are going to pop up and new services. So Newcastle, the city of Newcastle itself, will be a good kind of a symbiotic relationship with the campground.
Absolutely.
I know when my wife and I go camping, when Kelly and I go camping, we love to camp. We're actually going to go camping this weekend. We like to camp places that are close to a city, so
Right.
we'll enjoy
'Cause
the
you want the
outdoors.
services.
Yeah, we went to
Absolutely.
Pigeon Forge recently, and they had a comedy club over there that was awesome,
Right.
called the Comedy Barn. They had all kinds of attractions in the city, but then you come back to your campground. Now, if you're the kind of person that likes to camp and just be in the outdoor, that's okay. Get a yurt. It's a tent out in the woods, or just your RV. Just stay right in your area there. You don't have to do it, but it's available for the
Right,
families.
right.
So this is different. This is a regional point of destination that is designed to feed our area.
And one of the other points is I know you can't see much, but over where my right hand is, Lawrence County Airport. So there are people that have their own little plane. They can fly in. They have their RV already set here because they want to leave it here for months on end. They can fly in and out. We're right across from the airport.
They can walk from there.
They can walk
Or we
right
can
over.
pick them up in the
Or
van.
they call and say, hey, I'm going to be there at 4 o'clock, and we have a courtesy vehicle come up, pick them up, and they come right over to
That's
their
right.
RV. That's part of that white glove
Yeah,
service.
and that is a huge, that's a huge thing because
It
there's
is.
so many people that have a small plane in these small airports all over the country that where else can you land and stay in a yurt or stay in a
Well,
cabin?
you say, honey, let's fly to Lawrence County. Let's spend a couple of days. We break our plane in. We're going to stay at a yurt or one of the glamping cabins. And you spend a couple of days. You get back to your plane. You fly back home. It's a nice little vacation.
That's right.
And it was very, very easy to get to.
Yes.
I mean, you fly in. A courtesy car picks you up, takes you back to the airport, and you fly back home.
Right.
I mean, come on.
We want to make a different experience. We want people to enjoy this campground. This is tourism that we're bringing in to the city of Newcastle, to Union Township, and I'm really excited to share this with you. We wanted to update the public and let them know, here's where we are now. It's a little bit different. It's
Yes.
in the location where everybody wanted it, in the approved location. Now we're moving very quickly. So what's the timeline with this? Our goal is to complete this, depending on DEP approval and our NPDES permits and,
Right.
and all of that. But our goal is to finish this in 2024, actually, to start and finish still this year. So we're pushing for that. There's
Yes.
a lot of things that are out of our control, but that's the update. And what a great thing. What an exciting thing for
It is,
everybody.
and it's great that we can get this updated because, like I said, I know basically the news, the media that covered this was 2023.
Right.
So now we're in 2024 and going several steps forward to kind of give everybody an update on where we are. And
Yes.
they get to see pretty much what we're seeing and part of the vision.
That's right. And one of the things that we're doing here at Metro Vitalization is we are praying over this. So we believe this will be a spiritual enhancement. We're asking God to bless this. We want
Amen.
this to be a blessing to our environment, to our neighbors. We want it to bless the businesses. We want businesses to just start to grow because suddenly they're capturing our guests
Right.
and they're monetizing it somewhere for their businesses and for their families. So that's what this is really about. It's to enhance the area. You know what, this property was vacant. It's been vacant for too long.
Yes.
And now it's
Long
going to
time.
become a beautiful tourist attraction for people to enjoy, families to enjoy. That's what this is all
Right.
about.
And, Metro Vitalization, it's not just about us. We're committed to our region's success. We know this is going to benefit us. Yes, we'd be lying if we said it wasn't, but it's going to benefit Lawrence County.
That's right.
Because it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be creating business, adding to businesses. So the more we can do to serve them, it does benefit us, but we're doing it to benefit them.
Right.
Lawrence
And the
County is
thing
going to grow, and then we benefit from that as well.
When it benefits our company, then we can reinvest
Absolutely.
into other areas in Union Township and in downtown Newcastle. That's really
Right.
what we're doing.
Yes.
So it's a win-win situation for everybody.
It is.
And that's what we're trying to create here. We need to, I think some of the things we need to do going forward is probably meet with the Department of Tourism of Pennsylvania
Mm-hmm.
in Lawrence County, some of the people that really have a passion for enhancing the tourism
Right.
in our area, because tourism is really a way to boost the economy, to make the area more vibrant, more beautiful, more attractive and appealing. We're very happy to give you an update, and we're looking forward to this project and all of the other projects that we're working on here at
Absolutely.
Metro Vitalization. Any closing thoughts about Royalty Camping?
So I know Ricky's going to put some things up on the screen. You guys can go look at that, or you can go to www.royaltycamping.com. Check everything out. Give us some feedback. Leave us some comments. We'd like to know what you guys are thinking.
What you've seen today is very close to the final product.
Right.
So we're very pleased to be able to update you on Royalty Camping. Hey, there's a new RV resort,
Yes.
a deluxe RV resort that is coming to Union Township. They never had one before at Union
No.
Township or in Newcastle. So
Right.
this is coming, tourism, economic boost, a beautiful place for people to enjoy their families. We welcome your comments, like Gary said, and we thank you for joining us today. And join us again next week at 6:30 on Thursdays. We'll have a guest. We'll update you on projects. We'll show you what's going on in the community. This is all about revitalizing our area, business growth, the businesses, what they're doing. We've had mayors on here. We've had business people.
Yes.
So join us again next Thursday at 6:30 right here on Kingdom Business Talk.